Good morning, bulls! Bulls, 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 bulls! Well, so 7.27% breakdown. I wanted to long yesterday. I gave a long as well at 30,600. Basically, I really wanted it to retest the 7.26% before just dumping down more. And unfortunately, I missed it. I also had eyes on these levels of 6-month highs of 31,444. I personally took some longs here because I really had this retest. I wanted it. And I gave you the long. And my target was 32,906 and much higher. And now it's like it has went. So guys, what are we doing now? So basically the BTC is broken out, and honestly I did not expect this breakout. I won't lie. Even yesterday I mentioned that I'm still having the bear case scenario, and the bear case scenario is not like, the hard time frame is bullish. There was I mentioned many times that I'm still holding my 16,800 spot bags because I'm not sure if the bottom is in or not, but very likely that the bottom is in. And the way BTC is going up is, it's they really don't want BTC to sweep the lows now. Basically the bottom is in, concretely in. 15,400 was your bottom. So whatever we really want to buy here, or we want to buy spots as well, even if you want to buy spots, you can add, and you will not see your BTC back going under 15,400. It can still go to 23,000, maybe 22,000. We will see, but no 15,400. That is done and dusted. So basically now this gives you a very strong feel that now we are concretely confirmed that the bottom is in for BTC. So the dips are for buying. The strategy is we are not going to 12k, we are not going to 13k, we are not going a single dollar under 15,400. So basically the bottom is in, and we are be looking for buying the spots as well as accumulating coin margin contract longs. My target for BTC ideally is like 420,000 bucks, which is a very good target. And basically it's still, if you buy here, it's gonna give you 10x, but we are not gonna play for 10x. We need more. So what our plan is, ladies and gentlemen, the USD dominance broke down. Now the ascending triangle is I would say still valid. It can be a fake out, this can be a fake out honestly, but we have a candle closure under this. So I wouldn't consider this as a fake out. But let's say if you just play from the technical analysis perspective, whenever the 7.27% breakdown, whenever it breaks down, after a dump, the price starts going back there, like a test. It tests those levels and then further dump. Every time it does, test it, dump. You break down like this, test it, dump. So test is gonna come. You break down, dump, retest, dump. So the test is gonna come. A breakdown, pop up, dump. You see every time we break down, like here also we broke down, a test, a small dump. So I'm expecting at least a retest of these levels of 7.28 to 7.26%, and maybe even to 7.2%. We are going to start longing the way, we wanted to long here the October opens. We longed here, we booked profits here, and we missed this whole pump because I was not anticipating this, basically. Because I was looking for, this is 1, 2, 3A, 1, 2, 3B, A, B, and C. Now this A, B, C is still valid. I would not say it's not valid. But then now the count is over here, that the count that we are having it. This clearly indicates that this, let's say, from the lows perspective here. Let me show you, ladies and gentlemen, very bullish sign. This pump have literally confirmed that the bottom for BTC is in at this point. This is what it tells me actually. I may be wrong on this, but for now, this is how the structure is, and it's looking good. So where are we going to buy, guys? Honestly, so we made highs like this can be, some sort of a B, and C. So let's say this is A, B, C of something. And now this is like a wave, another A. So this is more likely, your A, B, C is more likely your W, A, B, basically A, B. We did not swap the lows here, and C. So this is like a W. Oh, sorry. This is like a W, A over here, B, and now we are doing wave C, as well, or a WXY in an internal wave C. That's gonna be your X, and I'm expecting Y wave, because why I think that now the ascending triangle is not gonna play out in my view, because the WXY, when it plays out, it normally goes to 886 or 786 Fibonacci levels, and BTC have gone so up. I'm damn sure it's not likely that to push down or dump down, towards 15,400 bucks. So hence, the ETH BTC is bullish. As I mentioned already previously, we are bullish, and ETH BTC, bearish, and ETH BTC is literally going to dump more because it has lost a very important levels. I'm going to come on that, as well. So your WXY move can be irregular, expanded flat as well, ladies and gentlemen. For now, I'm expecting 0.886 to hold. So our target for BTC would be USD dominance would be a very simple ABC correction, a pattern of like this: A, October opens, reject, flip, C. Everybody's gonna be bear here. The bottom is in, and the big WXY played out over here, and we're gonna go down now. This is how it looks like. Now this can even go for an extended, just a sweep of the highs like this. It can go, but BTC in my view is not gonna get affected. So this is this is still a bullish case that we have on the table. Now that bullish case will go away once we start literally flipping 7.28% on the weekly as well. We start closing 2 weekly candle closure, and that is gone as well in my view. So for now, our plan is, let's forget about what is going to come next. Let's forget about it's going to pump up like this. Let's forget about it's going to dump like this and pump up like this. No. What right now my expectation is on the USD dominance, and where should we buy? Do not FOMO here. I'm expecting a bearish retest of the 7.27% every damn time we have got it. And once you got it, we are most likely going to see something like this. Maybe not necessarily the big dump, but maybe just like a double bottom, or maybe something like this. This is going to be our big longs, and we are going to get this long across the board, ladies and gentlemen. So basically 7.27% retest. You can buy whatever fucking you want to buy. I'm not giving you any longs. I'm just going to give BTC and Ethereum. Whatever you feel you want to buy, you can buy it. And damn sure everything is going to play out. I gave the similar sort of a thing when we started doing PO3 on the October opens, okay? A similar thing I'm saying it. Just give a retest of this 7.26% or 7.27%. And trust me, you are literally going to get like everything is gonna be at a good levels to buy. Buy it, and you're gonna make nice money off it. Now, just talking about the wave counts that we have here. Clearly, this seems to be like at this point. This was seems to be like A, B, 1, 2, a big wave 3 here. So the wave 4 is possibly gonna be D, and then wave 5. But that's what I'm expecting here, ladies and gentlemen, for the USD dominance at this point. Now, I'm at this point. I'm feeling so much. It's like, I just want to go all in BTC, even if I really want to buy here. Even if I don't have funds to buy, at 18K, I will be just playing with the, basically what do you say, the coin margin contracts. Even if I would be under water for like 50%, even if it start dumping basically from 34 to maybe 17K, 50%, but that is gonna be like I'm gonna build the coin margin contracts. I'm so FOMOing at this point, but no, we are not gonna FOMO. We have the levels in front of our screen, and it tells us every damn time, whatever the bearish case that would have been. This was very bullish. When BTC was so bullish over here, we got a dump and a retest came, and then further dump. We were very bullish here, if you remember, and we got a pump, dump. We were very bullish over here, if you remember. Everybody was screaming. We had a retest and then further dump. Similarly, we are very bullish over here. Just give us a retest and then further dump. That's all what we are asking, ladies and gentlemen. So, I am ordering you, I am giving you on a bearish retest of 7.23 to 7.27%, start loading bags for everything. Our Solana long printed. I was aiming for 2 hour. It literally fucking gave me almost close to 3.5 hour. Our Solana indicator gave that long. I also posted on the live stream in the discussion group over yesterday's live stream. Perfectly went for almost close to 13% move it caught. 13% move on the indicator. In fact, yesterday BTC, I took 2 scalps. If I would have just kept those 2 scalps indicator gave me, fuck man, that would have been amazing. More than 50 hour setup it was. 50 hour setup indicator gave yesterday over here. These 2 wicks, 2 longs over here. This was my long position on yesterday around 30,000 these levels, and the stop loss was under these levels like 0.6 to 1%, and I managed to get out with like just 2 hour here for 30,800 on this wick. And look what it did. If I would have kept this whole, the indicator gave it actually, and if I would have kept it, look, it would have been how much money. Look at it. The indicator is so powerful. 33 hour setup with almost close to 20% move. But yes, we were not knowing honestly. So I would not talk about it, and I would not scam you anyways. So yes, the indicator did give us, but indicator don't give us a target. Target is within our brain. So the USD dominance target for natural target is right now give us a retest, and on retest we are most likely going to long, and we're gonna move down. In between we're gonna play some scalps. Going to the total crypto market cap, the total crypto market cap triangle is invalidated. It broke above the levels of 1.18 trillion, and now we have went above the previous highs as well. I'm aiming, if we also swept the highs of 1.26 trillion, but that's not it. We are not done. Why? Because the move on the downside for the total crypto market cap, this was A, B, and we are doing wave B here. So this is gonna be a B, and we're gonna get our wave C for the total crypto market cap. That's what it looks like. Why? Because the BTC counts are very, very indifferent. This is like a wave 1, 2, 3. 3 is always highs. You break the highs and something like this. You have 4 and you have 5. So you got a very nice expanding diagonal over here, and that was a very clean diagonal in my view at this point. It's a slightly more expanded, but this is a very valid 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 practically, and then we are going to have a ABC. So this is like, to me, that we are most likely going in a bigger PO3 setup that I already mentioned about it, like a bullish checkmate sort of a thing. So now coming back to our yesterday analysis, we literally went to the quarterly levels. If I told you yesterday previously, once we start breaking above, the next levels are going to be the quarterly levels. Your quarterly flip support, the next target is going to be quarterly levels, and we have already reached there on the Coinbase. Coinbase have reached to the quarterly target. Now that we are having those, accumulation and a breakout, this is likely going to be our manipulation at this point. I'm just keeping it. I'm not saying it's going to play out, but this is the idea that we have here. This is like a PO3, and this idea tells me that we are not going to sweep the lows. That's it, khalas. The bottom is in. Yesterday also I told you about irregular expanded flat. The bottom is in. We are not going to go and sweep the lows. We are not going to fill the fair value gap monthly. We are not going to go to the quarterly OB because we have a strong support now. We are going to see how are we going to close this candle on the monthly. But what I'm watching here at this point right now, that we are having a strong 3-day candle, a strong daily candle, as well as a strong daily first candle closing above 33,000 after literally like breaking down since like May 2022. In fact, I would say even since like 9th May 2022, 33,000, we got a strong closure, and the strong closure is like gonna be creating a huge demand in the market. Everybody's so horny to buy. In fact, even myself, I just don't want to miss it. Honestly, I feel like I'm so FOMOing at this point, and I can understand if I am so FOMOing, I can understand your mindset, your mentality, that how much big you are FOMOing. You are in a stress. Holy fuck. You know, I don't want to miss this whole bull run. You are in a stress, and the fear and greed have literally turned more into, you know, greed at this point, from a neutral zone that we had 2 days back, and it's going more and more greed. And the reason being is because we have a FOMO. You know, we have a FOMO. So basically, this is what the PO3 we have here. Now, this whole structure that we have, we already went to 1414 the quarterly levels on the Coinbase. This is to me like a very clean wave 5. So if you remember our structure that we had, our wave count when we were in the June 2023, this was like a big wave 1, 2, 3, you know, or maybe this is like going to be like 1, 2, and this was a big move that we got here. That was your wave 3 here, A, B, and C wave 4, and now we are in the wave 5. So that's how, you know, the wave counts are going at this point. And that wave 5, definitely we can go to golden pocket zone of 36,000 bucks, 36,200, and then we're gonna shoot for you know, a wave 2 actually. A wave 2, the bottom might be in. I mean, we might not go even under these levels. But the way I'm seeing at this point, if you literally just look at the, you know, here, sorry, just. So look at the accumulation that has happened. Everybody have accumulated in 16,821, including myself. That is the bigger POC we have. And majority of the players who have accumulated are in big profits. So a lot of people have accumulated 16,800, and they all are right now in 100% profits. My bags are printing, and I'm damn sure your bags are printing, those who were there in the previous group, and I gave that 16,800 spot buy. But just remember, when we were here, there is a shift. You know, still this is 16,800, but the value area high went till 22,797. When we were here, when we were not breaking out, we were just accumulating. What happened was that value area high shifted from 22,000 to 26,700. So lot of people who missed this pump have accumulated in this whole zone around $26,700. So 26,700, a lot of people have accumulated, and they are still in good profits. So now 26,700 is like a big liquidity pool. If it goes under this, the market is gonna go, you know, it's gonna liquidate lot of longs. Trust me. So that is your liquidity pool, big liquidity pool. But for now, this is the wave counts that we have here, ladies and gentlemen. On the lower term time frame, seeing to the BTC guys on the perpeps. Perhaps I will be I'll be playing the same game that we played previously, and I'm not gonna take profits this time. I won't be, you know, I really won't be that sort of a person that's gonna take profits. We literally caught this move on over here 28,280, and we book at 30,000. Just imagine if we would have kept that. Wow, that would have been nice fucking profits. But anyways, I was not aware of this move. So now that we got a nice pump and the dump, price action repeats, we're gonna long here, and we're just gonna let the shit ride. So basically that's what I'm aiming, ladies and gentlemen. A very similar sort of a price action. It self repeats unless, you know, it really wants to invalidate the whole thing. But for now, this month, October is gonna close with, you know, close above 30,450 for sure. We're gonna close above. 1 second. Perfect. And we are most likely going to bid from golden pocket zone around 33,500 to $33,000, basically somewhere in between. I mean, let me see what we did previously. What were the levels we had? So this was the lows on the Bybit, and yeah, we went close to 618. 618 was your support. The perfect entry was 702 in my view. Look at it. Yeah, perfect was 702. So from the golden pocket zone to 702, we are longing, guys. In my view, it's gonna be a risky one, but we are longing it. So this is where we are buying. Okay, so from here 33,564 to 33,329, we are longing it with our stops under 32,496. Ideally my stop should have been the 2022 equilibrium, because that levels is likely going to be tested at some point. And our or ideally we can have our stops under 32,900 as well. It's a good level of support, and we are going to aim, you know, the sweep of the highs at some point. It's more likely something like this for a 9% move. Now this also needs to align with the USD dominance, because if USD dominance really want to pump up that high, like it just wants to go, you know, let's say retest of 7.02%, which also going to be very close. What is this time frame? 15 minutes time frame. So we're gonna go to the 15 minutes time frame for the USD dominance as well, and we're going to check we never tested it. You see, we never tested after the dump, so the test is for sure likely going to come. So this is where the fibs we're going to draw. It's a very risky one, but I would like to play with it. So the 702 comes around this levels of 727%, the golden pocket zone. And similarly, the BTC golden pocket zone is so near actually. So if you are saying that, you know, this move is like A, B, or maybe like C, we go up here, and then maybe one more dump round like this, and then we can have a pump up. So I would like to play this scalp, even if it gives you 1 hour or 5% gains. Let's play it. I'm gonna long in this zone the way we have played previously. No doubt that dips are literally very deep, so basically it can go to 3786. So we're going to go very slowly, guys, from 618 to 33,100. This is the way we are going to buy. And once it starts breaking above and get acceptance, we're going to see something like, because you know the move is A, you know, hold on, so the dump was a clean wave A, B, and C can also, you know, do something like this. Our retest of 31,800 is also a possibility. This is the best levels in my view. I mean, we have broke out from this, so we need a retest, but the retest might literally come, you know, something like this. So basically, just checking the USD dominance one more time. This is the levels I'm expecting it to retest. The bigger swings are going to be from here. This is going to be the big swings, you know, and like a big swings, you can even buy spot bags over there. But on the lower term time frame, we are having a bullish engulfing candle as well. The wave counts are slightly tricky. We longed here, if you remember. We booked profits here, 30,000, and then we missed this whole dump. On this, once it loses, we should have longed again actually at 7 point, because this was equilibrium that I missed actually. And this went down, but that's fine. On the lower term time frame, let's check about when total wants to have a pump slightly. What about the Coinbase chart? What the Coinbase is saying? We reached the quarterly levels, a very important level, guys. Quarterly levels, I'm damn sure. Okay, Coinbase is having higher highs because it did not went to, the structure is slightly changed on the Coinbase. There is a slight change in the structure, and this structure is a continuation pattern. Ideally, you would say this is a double top, and we are expecting a move on the downside with like a big dump like this. I mean, ideally this is how people expect, and ideally this is how it normally used to play out in the bear market. But now this is like something bullish, so this can be A, B, and irregular flats. So I'm looking for 33,000 on this Coinbase. and then we run up. So basically this is going to be like a, you know, the way we discussed previously as well. The Coinbase structure is slightly different. So we are going to bid 702 fib, 33,000, you know, 300. Ideally the Coinbase is telling me that this blue line is a very crucial levels. It's a 702 Fibonacci levels, 32,925, like a bigger fib, you know, we are talking about. I've highlighted in blue and also put it as a resistance over here. Let's draw some more fibs over here because the fibs are crucial. Golden pocket zone is at 48,555, which is 2022 highs from the overall top to the bottom. And I'm just going to ignore everything. Golden pocket zone, we're going to have 0.5 and 0.382. That's all we're going to have it. 0.3882. 35,924, which also aligned with the golden pocket zone. We are going to go there, guys. It's going to go there in my view. Unless this whole shit starts rejecting hard and we start closing the monthly October month under 2022 equilibrium, then it's going to be like a big deviation. And this shit is then probably going to be like a PO3. But the dips are for buying, for sure. Let's talk. Let's see how the monthly looks like. Yeah, I mentioned yesterday that, you know, whenever the October month had green, so you had October green over here. When we are breaking above the previous highs, this was exact scenario that we had, breaking above the previous highs. October closes, you know, then above the previous, you know, resistance. So this time also we're gonna close above 30,400. And November also had one more week, take the highs of the October, and then November gonna give us a nice, you know, dip over here, like 50% retracement. So that is what I'm expecting here for like 29.5 to maybe 130k retest at some point. It's gonna be like a big support. Basically these levels we have 28,680 as well. It's a big support and it's a neckline. So November is where we are most likely aiming to buy hot dips. Now let's also check about another October month. So this is March, October. So this was October. After this whole breakout, October was, every October is like a breakout. So not necessarily that we might just see a retest. November can literally start a bull run, and this shit can literally go like this. I mean, we also have to be something, it can literally go something like this. And hence, you know, the October closing is going to be crucial. If October closes without any rejection, this shit is going to fly, in my view. And hence, you know, we should be prepared to buy the dips, in my view. Even if we get wrong, at least we're going to lose some money, but at least we're not going to miss the whole pump. That's what my strategy is at this point. October was a breakout. Then you got another October, which was in a downtrend we had. So, and then we got another October in a downtrend. Another October in an uptrend. October always breaks out from the previous resistances, but this was a different one. This is very correlating. This is very much correlated to what we are seeing so far, and also this one is, both are having us, you know, one is like bullish and one is like bearish. So let's see what we get it, but for now we're gonna play the levels. So my plan for now is, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it. Where are we going to bid for our scalps on the perpeps? I'm bidding $33,300 to $33,000 and even to $30,900. My stops would be under the lows that we had, 32,450. And our take profit targets would be the sweep of the highs, that is 10%. Now, ideally, we want to have a retest of 2022 equilibrium. So basically, if you really don't want to play the, you know, futures, you can play the spots as well, because it's a 10% move. So you can play the spots as well. If you're playing spots, your stop should be under 2022 equilibrium around 31,616. I'm gonna buy spots as well, and my stops will be under this. If it loses this levels, I'm gonna close it for 5% loss, and I'm aiming for 10% minimum on this. Over here also I'm aiming, like, on the USD dominance front. What I'm aiming is I would like a retest of these levels, down like this, and then go for 7.27%. We're gonna buy big over here, and then further down. This dump, I'm damn sure this dump is more likely going to be a big move for not only BTC but for ETH BTC. So this is the levels where you wanna see that ETH BTC is gonna play well. So a lot of people were bullish, and I have mentioned very clearly that the box is the minimum target where ETH BTC is likely going to go for, like, the it's gonna go for like 1-2. This is like a wave 3. Actually, wave 3 always sweep the lows. We are not yet done. We can have internal bounces, of course, but we are not yet done. And this is like, in my view, ETH BTC is very bearish at this point, and it's gonna sweep the lows 1618, and it's just gonna do something like this to 1414. This is exactly where I'm aiming to buy Ethereum, and gonna run up for this wave 4 and then further wave 5 like this. This is going to be end of the ETH BTC bear market, and then we're going to start accumulating. But this is the plan, ladies and gentlemen, and I don't really see any expectations on the bounce. We have lost every levels. We have lost this levels as a this support as a resistance. Now we have also lost this levels as a resistance. So basically we are aiming to break the neckline at this point, and we are not going to go down. So basically ETH BTC is bearish, so my aim is right now BTC only. So BTC is going to give us a good returns at this point. So this is the long I'm aiming, guys, from 33,300 for a scalps. If you're playing futures, your stop should be under this. If you're playing spot bags, your stop should be under this. That's how you should play. Here's the dominance. The only question is what price BTC would be when we reach the 7.27%. Because if we are reversing, let's say pumping from here like 6%, then BTC is needs to dump at least 4 to 5%. So it's gonna be like 6% move. So basically a retest of 31,900 equilibrium. Basically, that's what it tells me ideally. And but even if this scalps, I'm literally gonna, once we are in profits over here, this is going to be like A, B, and 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even if we go like here, I think we should be at least getting a retest of this level 34,400. So we're going to make at least 1 hour in my view from the futures perspective, and hence we should be aiming this long. So I'm gonna give that long again. The big swings would be from 31,800 to 31,400 levels, with our stops under 30,450, where BTC is going to close this monthly. This monthly levels what you're watching, we're gonna close above the monthly levels. October month is gonna close above these levels, hence our stops in my view are safe, and we can ride this whole long till November 8th, maybe early days of November, and we will see then. But for now, this is what I'm aiming. This is one scalp that we are having. The spots, big swings, we're going to start loading swings from 31,000, 31,000, this level is 31,800 with stops under 30,300, and our target would be 36,000 and maybe higher up. We will see how USD dominance breaks down, if it holds or not, but this is going to be our big spot. And I'm going to build a coin margin contracts as well with the BTC that I have. So basically this is what I'm going to do with this. Not more than 2x, guys. Please mind your leverages. We are not just because this is like, if this is bull run, remember one more thing, guys. In every bull run that happens, the market gives you wave 2 actually. Wave 2 always comes. Even in 2020 the wave 2 came. SPX is really bearish in my view. For now the harmonic is valid. You see, after a big pump that happened, we literally got a big wave 2, and after that the bull run begins. So that was like a capitulation, and then we started pumping back up. Similarly, even if we are somewhere in here, so this is somewhere is likely going to come. Not necessarily we're gonna go and retest like a double bottom, no. That was a whole big damn triangle. That's why. So, but you know, just give me a moment. Someone is fucking at my door. So basically, guys, this is the plan for us to, basically this is where I'm just literally going to buy our dips. And even if let's say the PO3 is likely going to play out, this wick is too big for a PO3 actually. This is like a clean breakout to me. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I really don't see this like a big deviation actually. I mean, on the Coinbase, you see, if it would have been deviation, it would have been like, okay, it could have gone to 33,000 and then probably like this. But this is not, seems to me like a deviation at this point, unless we start going back under 31,882 or basically under, 31,100. So unless we start going back under these levels, the price gets acceptance under these levels, then we will see that we are bearish, and then it's gonna be like, okay, fine, we just most likely going to do something like this. So it's like a deviation, and then we're just gonna play this. So basically for now, I don't see this is a deviation. It's a strong breakout. The only problem with this breakout is a volume. The volume is not that on the Coinbase itself. If you see, the volume is not that good actually. It was a very low volume breakout, like 33k Bitcoin versus the previously that we had, like for previous breakout. If you see here, even this breakout that you watch it, we're almost close to 60k Bitcoin, 50k Bitcoin. Even here also the breakout that happened with almost close to 44k Bitcoin. Over here also, if you look at here, you got a like 33k Bitcoin with this pump. So I think the volume is slightly low actually, that I was expecting a bit more volume. But yes, now it's like a, what I would say is this is another, this is not to me like a fake out actually. What do you guys think? I mean, do you think this is like a fake out? I don't think it's a fake out, because the only thing it's gonna be like, it's like a wave 5 actually. So that pump was like wave 1, a small pump, wave 1, 2, and we ramped up and we then move for a wave 3, a bigger wave 3 here. But the wave 3 problem is the volume is very low compared to this. So let's say if this is like a wave 3 for now, so we are going to see some big move coming up towards 20 golden pocket zone, wave 3, a wave 4, and a wave 5. So I'm anticipating that we are most likely going to go to the 35,700 bucks, and maybe even higher. Can even go to 38,000 bucks as well for a wave 5. And hence, I really want to buy. I'm not going to be afraid at this point. We are looking to buy, in my view, the dips for BTC actually. So these are our plans we have for BTC, both the plans, for the BTC. And in my view, if you can afford your stop losses back, the safest stop losses for any longs would be this. I mean, basically 30,300. It's a best long you can ever have it. But the only problem is going to be a risk reward, and hence I would say that the spots play would be very, very good. And even if you build a coin margin contracts, don't go more than 2x, guys. No 2x, not more than 2x. So basically what we are saying is, everybody who's gonna start having coin margin contracts, then liquidations would be clearly under 18k, and 18k is gonna be the big levels. Then I'm not saying that we are not gonna go there or whatever we're gonna do, but for now this is a bullish breakout, and we will see how the daily closes. I'm just gonna long it, guys. So that's my plan. USD dominance, in case if it gives us this big move, like a retest that we wanted, and it's gonna give us a retest. I'm damn sure. Once it gives the retest, I'm slightly going in aggressive over here with this long. This is slightly aggressive in my view because I'm feeling like a FOMO at this point. But this is like a reset to me, and I've seen the pattern, this Bitcoin, the BTC pattern on the Coinbase. We played it on Band also perfectly pumped up. You see, from 1.3. This is a very similar pattern that we are having it, and you see from this pump, what I can say is, if Band can pump, so BTC is literally going to pump as well. Hold on, what were the fibs? I wanted 702 and 786 and 886. Band also pumped from 786 Fibonacci level, so I'm aiming for longs over there. You see the structure is very same in all things, so basically we want to have those longs, I'm damn sure. So I'm going to have my longs on BTC around 702 $30,300 to $33,100 with our stops under the previous wick that we are having it here, and the first takeover of targets are going to be 34.4, and then if it just breaks above this levels, the naked POC that we have here 34.4, we are just going to simply go up and fill the whole gap like a double bottom sort of, double top sort of a thing. So we want to have a retest, come back down, fill us, and then we're going to do something like this. So that is going to give us a very interesting ABC vibe, and after that we will see something like this. So that's going to be like a big ABC in my view, and we are going to buy here and run up. So that's what our plan is, ladies and gentlemen. So just have your orders at 33,300 33,100 with your stops under 32,500. It's a risky one, so manage your risk, and I'm going to play spots. Purely I'm going to play spots with it, and this is going to be the big coin margin longs. I'm going to build it as well, basically. So the big, this one, the swings that we are playing. So these are the two things I'm watching. Ethereum also broke out. I was expecting a rejection from 1721, but now that the tides have turned, so basically this is going to be like the wave 2 of like we are going to the green box. The green box itself is a strong resistance, and it's going to the resistance levels that we have. Now this is like a ABC. This can be wave, this is like a ABC actually for now, or this can be AB1, ABC2. So basically we are most likely going to see 1886 to the weekly resistance of 1933. In between we are going to go minimum. So Ethereum is also going to have a run up, but along with that BTC is also going to have a run up. So we are going to see a small pullback. This is like a 1 2 3 with a good volume. 4, a small pullback. This level is going to like a breaker. It's going to be tested 1732 to 1741. This level is going to be like a pullback, long it up and go up like this. So that's what we want to do for ETH. SPX, we are still bearish on the SPX, ladies and gentlemen. We broke down. The neckline is turned into resistance. You see the neckline have turned into resistance. So if SPX also started like a 1 2 3 4 and 5, like a diagonal structure, I think SPX can also have a run up to 702, and then everything starts breaking down. SPX likely is going to go down. Everybody expects this like a 1 2 3, and this is another 4 and 5. Everybody expects this sort of a thing for SPX and expects a higher highs. Possibility is there, but this harmonic tells me something else. I mean, this harmonic tells me that we are primed to go down for SPX at this point. That's what it tells me, unless it invalidates. So SPX, I'm not going to buy anything on SPX at this point. Soul plan played out. Link also, if you remember, the chalk was here, long was there from indicator, and it pumped up literally for the swap of the highs, but a very good risk reward and a nice play. But now I'm aiming for Link to fall into my daily support that we have at 9.3 and maybe 9.4 levels. Give us a retest, and that is going to be my next long zone. XRP, the 10% move is loading, guys. I would like to buy XRP around 0. This level is a good breaker. So practically around 0.52. The safest long would be once it flips 0.543 on the daily, one daily close, and you want to see another daily close. If today we are going to close above, just buy it. Just buy the market. That's what you should do for the XRP. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's our plan. Sorry, I just had to go again. And, you know, uh, I'm back. This is our plan for the scalp. We're going to take it, ladies and gentlemen. Both the longs are valid. This is going to come when USD dominance test 7.27%. Basically, this levels of 2022 equilibrium 6-month highs. And this is going to be like a small scalp that we're aiming for. But I think the USD dominance is likely going to give us that small, run up like this, one more time down like this, and then we run up, go to up. Like, because you see, previously also on the 4 hours time frame, when we have started dumping back down, whenever we have dumped, whenever we have dumped, we need to have a double bottom. You see, a double bottom was always there, whenever. So we dumped up here, dump like this, accumulation, further dump, and then the price reversed. Accumulated, and then further dump. So this is going to be tested multiple times now, and that's going to be our clean long every time. Whenever it goes there, we long. Whenever it goes there, we long. That's what we need to do. That's all. Right now, this is how we play, actually. This is the clean play. This is the levels where we need to, whenever we go here, long it, take profits. Whenever we go here, long it, take profits. That's what you should be doing. That's all we should be doing. And once it flips, close the longs and flips to short. That's what you should do. If this level is reclaimed and this is like a deviation, then it's gonna be like a big fuck up, and then it's gonna run up to October open. So basically, till we are, I'm damn sure it's gonna give at least 2 retests. So the retest might literally come from something like this, a slight push up, dump, push up, dump, and then something like this. A retest comes, chop, 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 chop. I wanna get recap, chop, 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 dump. So this is what we want to see now more, actually. Or it's going to be like a reversal flip and then go up. So anything can happen. But at least will get a lot of scalps when we are going there. So now it's be very simple. Just play the USD dominance. Every time it goes to 7.27%, long it. Every time we start going back under or equal lows, take profits. No shorts, but this is how you should play because we are in uptrend, so shorts are avoided. You should not be shorting fucking anything. Don't short it till the price USD dominance don't start flipping 7.27%. So shorts are, but you should literally avoid shorting it. It's like buy the dips, long the dips in the bull run. That's what we should do actually. So forget about shorting. Forget about shorting and look for longs. For longs, this is the levels where you should be looking for longs, or big longs and swings, and you're gonna make a lot of money. Trust me. I also told you the PO3 was playing out. A lot of people made a ton of money. I personally made good money on the BTC, almost a 6-figure sum. If let's imagine if I would have kept this whole long, I feel so bad. Yesterday night when I slept, I was happy because I was like, it's not gonna break in one day. It's gonna give us some bounce and then probably will give us some idea that we need to go down. But it simply broke down, and hence what I personally feel is that the move is going to come for a USD dominance retest of 7.27% at some point of time. That's going to be your big long for everything. No, don't be afraid at that point of time. Unless that level is flipped to a support or flipped back, then it's a different case. But for now, it's not a flip back. It's a resistance. So we're going to be testing those resistance. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So that's what we're having. This is like this was like a very interesting 3 drive in actually, and I would say I did not expect it to go down this low because the pump was ABC, ABC, ABC. So I was expecting an irregular expanded flat. It also pumped up like this, but when I saw the 3-way move, I told you guys, take profits and run. And we took profits over here and we start shorting it as well. But it went down like this. We re-long everything. We booked profits. We missed this whole pump actually from the equilibrium to this zone. But I won't miss it again back for the 7.27%. There's always a opportunities in the market. So we just have to be open ourselves. Don't be afraid to buy 7.27%. It's a clean resistance in my view. We have broke down. A retest is gonna come for sure every time. If whatever the big dump it happens, you see on the 4-hour chart, whenever we get a big dump in like here, we're going to have a bearish retest and then further dump. At some point again we're gonna have a retest and then dump. Even after this big dump, we had a closure, accumulated, further one more dip, retest dump, again try to break down, rejected dump, again rejected dump. So this level is like long everything in my view till the level starts flipping back. So this is what you should be playing and you should be doing. This is one hell of a, only you need one chart, guys. You don't need to do everything. As and when the price goes there, long it. That's all you need to do, guys. Press the button. That's all. I think I'm done with the live stream. We're going to have private stream with the premium members and we'll discuss a lot of alts and everything. This is the plan for BTC for me, and I'm going to give some longs with a perfect entry and scalps as well. We're going to keep the 30,600 long entry as well, just in case if it goes for a week. But I would not like to see the whole pump to get retrace back. So basically, we're just going to aim for this longs. I'm just going to be slightly, because this harmonic is still valid actually. Fucking shit. I forgot to discuss about this harmonic. This harmonic is very well valid, guys. And this harmonic target is 113 actually. So that's like a 113. It can even go to 1272 like this over here. But the harmonic target is 113. And this 113 is slightly having a problem. So this is going to be like A, B, C, irregular flat B, and then or maybe like A, B, C, W, A, B, C, X, and you're gonna get A, B, C, Y. So but this is a harmonic, is a very valid one. Overall, don't look at this harmonic, guys. Don't look at this harmonic. This is also very bullish, but look at the bigger picture that we have. This is like a very fucking bullish harmonic that we have. We had this harmonic since like we were dumping November 2022 when we were in the previous group. This harmonic is valid on BTC, on crypto market cap, everything. This is a very nice harmonic. Ideally, I would be very happy if the harmonic literally would have gone to, the primary target of 786, but fine. I would be very happy to see if the harmonic would have gone to at least 630 billion, but that's fine. That's fine. We really went close to 1 trillion, and 1 trillion was a strong support. And but yeah, this harmonic is a pretty valid harmonic. Now, looking to the hard-term time frame of the BLX coin index. So let's go to the BLX for now. I want to share something as well. So I'm just going to change it to logarithmic scale, and then we're gonna play it. So just going to delete the brushes for now because I want to show you something. We have two parts. First was one more push up, a retest of the trend line and then dump. You see the retest of the trend line and then dump. And the another path was a bullish path that we go down and then run up like this. And this was a bearish plan, which is invalidated for now. We discussed this, I mean, way back in 2022. So now our plan is what? So this fibs, because I have a lot of hard-term time frame fibs and the targets as well for BDC, and the first target is 269k. That's where the rejection is likely going to happen, and another target is going to be, and let's assume that the bottom is in at 15,500. Then our target would be not 565, but it's gonna be 2414. That's like our bull bear territory. 2414 and 2 fib. We can have 2.14 as well. It's a very good levels. Perfect. So basically, for now we have a strong trend line. You see that we have a trend line on the BDC, and the trend line says that, you know, we are most likely we got a breakdown on the trend line, and we try to break out of this trend line. So far we are just going up. So there is a 36,500 is also very good levels where a trend line is likely going to be tested. And also we have an equilibrium. Basically this is an equilibrium of the range, you know, we have it. So this was a range lows, this was a range highs, and we have an equilibrium. So basically now we have an equilibrium. So likely what I would like to see is we will long on two scenarios. Basically what the hard-term time frame tells us that the push up is likely going to be our big wave one. When we are doing a PO3 kind of a setup, what we try to say is we want some sort of a bigger accumulation in a range. So this is like, you know, let me just show you, let me delete the brushes. So that perfect. So basically what we are saying is you have ranges. So the first range that you're gonna have it here is going to be what line should I use? Let's use this one. So your first range is here. This is your equilibrium to the range highs, and the second range is from here to the range lows to the equilibrium. So let's look at like a big picture for now. So we are currently at like an equilibrium of this whole range around 33,000, and we are holding up. We are trying to break out, and because that was previously was a strong support, we tested it over here. We also accumulated over here, and we got a nice pump. So this is like a big, you know, accumulation. And also one more interesting thing that I personally like about it is that, you know, what happens is when the price starts doing something like this, it's just gonna pump up like. So basically this is going to be like, once we start flipping equilibrium, I'm damn sure it's not gonna be that easy to flip the equilibrium of 33,000. So it's gonna give some retracement down like this, maybe something like this, a more accumulation, accumulate under the resistance. And when we start doing a big accumulation under resistance, the price is going to have a bigger breakout, and it's not going to give you a single chance to accumulate here, because it's going to just break out and then it's just going to run up like this. My target for BTC, guys, I just want to tell you and iterate is, my first primary target for BTC is 270k. Once that level is going to achieve, we're going to see some sort of a pullback for like 20%, 30%. And after that, it's going to run up. Everybody is going to scream, the top is in. We are going into the bear market, and it's going to run up more towards 370k, 377, and 500,000. The 422 is what I'm expecting. Exactly 422,000. So basically, we're just going to go end up anywhere in between. I mean, this zone is where we're going to end up. The top is going to be in this zone. And later, we are going to be... Our bottom for the next bear market would be around this zone. No, the fibs are slightly going to change actually. What would be the... If I look at the normal chart, not in the logarithmic, the bottom was around 86,000. So here we will say that 1:1 extension is here, and 1:72 is what ideally that should be the bottom actually. This is where the bottom would be, around 98,000 to 86,000 then. But this is what the overall hard-term time frame plan is. We are just going to break out of a bigger trend. You know, once the trend line is reclaimed, we are going to run. So we need slightly more time to accumulate in my view. Now you have ETF news, you have everything. But just imagine what we did when, you know, but this is our hard-term time frame plan, guys. What we did when, you know, the CME was introduced, what the price did actually. Just look at yourself and figure it out what it did. So when CME was introduced, the price, you know, start dumping, and then it start pumping. It accumulated, the institutions accumulated heavily, and then it start pumping. Right now, the problem with this is the ETF news are there, but this is likely going to print a very interesting. We are also going to fill a CME gap fully, not yet filled fully, but 35,750, 36,000 is where the CME gap is going to fill on the CME. So partially it is filled, but unlikely it's going to fill up properly, because the way the gap was here, it filled as well. So I think, in my view, the dips are for buying, our levels are perfect, and we're gonna long as well. So 32,114 is what level? Yeah, this level is a perfect level. 31,826. We should not be missing it. Anyway, even I will start buying from 32,000 to 31,800. This is going to be the big long. The swings are here. This is a swing long. This is a scalp. Okay, the swing long is going to play out like 100% probability for it to play out. The scalp is also looking good in my view, but the probability is slightly lower because of we are going a little bit aggressive. But this is like 100% probability. I should not miss this move. That's all, ladies and gentlemen, we have for today. And in few, I'll update all the charts, and I'm going to, you know, give you. I'm going to go for a private stream as well. Gonna throw limits for BTC, longs, scalps, as well as swings. I'm gonna throw both the limits. Okay. Have a nice day. Well, it's not about most of the theories were wrong actually. I only had one plan. Since like ascending triangle was there, whatever you have in front of your screen, you played. The ascending triangle is very clear, you see. We played a very similar ascending triangle on INJ, and look what it does. It just pumped up. So the ascending triangle was there. We were playing ascending triangle. We had a wave count. So the ascending triangle is still valid, you know, if you ask me. For invalidation, we really want it to break or flip under 6.43%. So the ascending triangle is still very much valid. The total crypto market cap is still very much valid. This harmonic is still very much valid. It's just that whatever you have in front of your screen, you play it actually. That's what we do as a trader. Okay, whatever you see, you play it. I saw that an ascending triangle was there. This was more likely a nice triangle formation, a more choppiness. A chop, B, and then one more dip down and then go up. That's what my plan. The plan was clear. We wanted to go more and more up. That was our plan. The plan was very much clear that we are bullish. We wanted to go up after this dip. But now that we have gone up, remember in the June when I also posted, there is a possibility, you know, that we are going to do a broadening top. But the idea of a broadening top was not, you know, I did not talk about it much because the Coinbase and spot charts did not sweep the lows, whereas the Perpeps did. And Perpeps formed a broadening top. pattern, and the broadening top is likely playing out at this point. So whatever is there in front of our screen, we're going to play it for now. And why you are asking me that, how my target of 250k or 290, I'm when you are literally in a price discovery mode, nobody knows where it's gonna find support or resistance. Basically, you don't have a supply above. There is no resistance at all. We don't know where would be the resistance. The only way to know is fibs. We draw the fibs, because fibs, every exchanges have their own algorithms. They, on the back end, the algorithms are designed in such a way they compute everything based on the fibs, EMAs, MAs, and a lot of other stuffs. So majority of the times my target hits because of the fibs, and so far it have hit. So I'm damn sure the next targets shall also be hit. Also, I explained the theory with the gold. BTC is in a very early stage of like a big acceptance by institution, bankers, and governments. Okay, it's a very early stage. Look what gold did in 1977. A very similar sort of a fractal is coming into my mind. If the whole pump, the decade that has passed, is just like a small wave 1, just like a small wave 1, imagine how big the wave 3 would be. Like a big wave 3. The wave 3 is like gonna be like a flood of money coming into the market. That's why I've already explained multiple times regarding the gold actually, and in the that live streams are also saved on the public. You can check it once, but that is having a theory. I'm just gonna show you something. Basically, the month closing is gonna be very interesting this month. I'm damn sure we're gonna close about 30,400. This was the gold, guys. Let's say this is your gold actually. I'm just gonna check the monthly chart, because imagine where BTC is at this point. Just imagine yourself. BTC is like this is inception. It's like this is inception. This is how BTC is doing. Just imagine if BTC is just like this, the next pump is gonna be like a face melting pump, what gold did, because this is where the acceptance by institutions and everything come, and we literally go to 761 at Fibonacci level. Look at the same chart. Look at the BLX coin index. Same chart on the monthly. Look at and tell me, what do you see then? Look at this. I know it's gonna sound ridiculous, but look at this. This is like a peanut. Look at this. You have like a big pump that's coming for sure. Even if you just want to see like this, just check it this way. Gold was an early stage of like acceptance, and this is how. Honestly, the big swing I really want to buy, if let's say the PO3 plays out, and if this equilibrium rejects, I hope it rejects and we don't flip it. But I'm very much, honestly, if I have to tell you, we are playing the ranges at this point. In case if it flips this levels on monthly, if we start flipping $33,000 on monthly, this equilibrium that we have here around 32,650. If we start flipping those levels, the exact levels are 32,650. If we start flipping those levels on monthly, I would say that I'm definitely going to build spot. First of all, I'm going to buy all in Bitcoin at those, whatever the price would that be, or whatever the pullback we're going to get in November. So I'm going to literally buy the bags around 30k if this is like a proven. But if this is just like another range that we are talking about, so this was your, on the monthly, if you see, this was your range lows. The range low is not, here, it's not broken. This is a range highs, and this range highs is for the first time breaking out. So it's like a range. If this is like a deviation, we close back under, and it's a deviation, then we're gonna look for, something like this. We sweep up the lows, deviation. That's where I'm gonna buy a big swing. It's an accumulation that's gonna happen, run up. That's what in my view it's gonna do then. So the big swing, if it flips up, I'm gonna build here. If it rejects, I'm gonna build here. Whatever it comes, I'm gonna do. So we need to wait for a monthly closure, how it's gonna close in the next 6 days. That's very crucial actually for me. So that's all, ladies and gentlemen. The scalp is coming. We're just going to connect in probably next few hours on the private stream in Discord. Thank you so much, guys. Have a nice day.